जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजना यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजना यमुना तीरा वन जारी यमुना तीरा वन जारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र शत श्रीमदभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र शत श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की व्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की मायापुर अयोध्या धाम की समवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल। All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Today, in this Bhagavad-gītā class, we are going to discuss chapter 10, text number 39. The text is shown here, and we all can recite. All right. Yachapi 39 39 भेजा है हमें। मुझे 39 भेजा है। हो गया ठीक है। 37 बाद में कर देंगे। 29 परसों। जो आप बोले 37 ओके। आप थोड़ा भेज सकते हैं प्रभु जी को कि 39 नहीं। हाँ 37 हो गया है। 37 करना है। 37 तो 37 38 39 करना है या 37 ही करना है। इसमें है ना परपोर्ट है। ओके। वृष्णीनां वासुदेवोऽस्मि पाण्डवानां धनञ्जयः मुनीनामप्यहं व्यासः कवीनामशुना कविः वृष्णीनां वासुदेवस्य पाण्डवानां धनञ्जयः मुनीनामप्यहं munīnāmapyaham vyāsaḥ kavīnām Uśanā kaviḥ vṛṣṇīnāṁ vāsudevasya vṛṣṇīnāṁ vāsudevosmi pāṇḍavānāṁ dhanañ-jayaḥ munīnāmapyaham vyāsaḥ kavīnām Uśanā kaviḥ
vṛṣṇīnāṁ vāsudevasmi
vṛṣṇīnāṁ vāsudevosmi
pāṇḍavānāṁ dhanañ-jayaḥ munīnāmapī aham vyāsaḥ kavīnām Uśanā kaviḥ
vṛṣṇīnāṁ vāsudevosmi
pāṇḍavānāṁ dhanañ-jayaḥ munīnāmapyaham vyāsaḥ kavīnām Uśanā kaviḥ vṛṣṇīnāṁ vāsudevasmi pāṇḍavānāṁ dhanañ-jayaḥ munīnāmapī aham vyāsaḥ kavīnām Uśanā kaviḥ vṛṣṇīnāṁ vāsudevasmi pāṇḍavānāṁ dhanañ-jayaḥ munīnāmapī aham vyāsaḥ kavīnām Uśanā kaviḥ
vṛṣṇīnāṁ vāsudevosmi Word-to-word meaning, translation and purport by Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Vṛṣṇīnāṁ, of the descendants of Vṛṣṇi. Vāsudevaḥ, Kṛṣṇa in Dvārakā. Asmi, I am. Pāṇḍavānām, of the Pāṇḍavas. dhanañ-jayaḥ, Arjuna. Munīnām, of the sages. Api, also. Aham, I am. Vyāsaḥ, Vyāsa, the compiler of all Vedic literature. Kavīnām, of all great thinkers. Uśanā, kaviḥ, the thinker. Of the descendants of Vṛṣṇi, I am Vasudeva, and of the Pāṇḍavas, I am Arjuna. Of the sages, I am Vyāsa, and among great thinkers, I am Uśanā. Purport. Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Baladeva is Krishna's immediate expansion. Both Lord Kṛṣṇa and Baladeva appeared as sons of Vasudeva. So, both of them may be called Vasudeva. From another point of view, because Krishna never leaves Vṛndāvana, all the forms of Krishna that appear elsewhere are his expansions. Vasudeva is Krishna's immediate expansion, so Vasudeva is not different from Krishna. It is to be understood that Vasudeva referred to in this verse of Bhagavad-gītā is Baladeva or Balarama, because he is the original source of all incarnations, and thus he is the sole source of Vasudeva. The immediate expansions of the Lord are called Swamsha, personal expansions, and also expansions. And there are also expansions called Vibhinnamsha, separated expansions. Amongst the sons of Pāṇḍu, Arjuna is famous as dhanañ-jayaḥ. He is the best of men and therefore represents Krishna. Among the munis, or the learned men conversant in Vedic knowledge, Vyāsa is the greatest because he explained the Vedic knowledge in many different ways for the understanding of the common mass of people in this age of Kali. And Vyāsa is also known as an incarnation of Krishna. Therefore, Vyāsa also represents Krishna. Kavis are those who are capable of thinking thoroughly on any subject matter. Among the kavis, Uśanā, Shukracharya, was the spiritual master of the demons. He was an extremely intelligent and far-seeing politician. Thus, Shukracharya is another representative of the opulence of Krishna. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavansya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitansya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vṛndāvaneshwari Vṛṣabhanusuti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpatarobhyasya Krupa Sindhubhya eva ca Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vṛnda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langaite girim. Yat kripa tamaham vande Sri Gurum Dīnatarinam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Krishna is explaining all his appearances for the understanding of Arjuna. And in the process, he is making the whole humanity to understand the essence of the Vedas. So, in this verse, Krishna is further explaining about his appearances. Among the Vṛṣṇī, Krishna says, I am Vasudeva. And among the Pāṇḍavas, I am Arjuna. I am among the sages, the great sages. We have many sages, but Vyāsa, Vāsudevo, he is the one who compiled Srimad Bhagavatam and so many our great scriptures, dividing the Vedas into 4 and then Upanishads. So, the most important one is the Vyāsa. Yeah, I will continue. कोई बात नहीं, 39 उसमें देख लो, चल कोई मेरा ही मिस्टेक, इसको आगे बढ़ा देंगे. Okay. So, the whole chapter, Krishna tries to explain and convince the human beings that you should always try to remember me. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyajimam namaskuru. To make this understand and convince, to make the human beings to always remember Krishna, to always remember him. What is the advantage? If all human beings, they try to remember Krishna, Krishna feels very happy. He is the father of all the living entities. Krishna wants that each one should try. They should come back to your home. This is not your home where you are suffering so much. My dear children, you all are suffering. Wake up. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. These 4 things, birth, death, disease. So you are suffering. You are not enjoying here. And so you have a very good place. Your home, your house, where there is no janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, there is no birth, death, disease and old age. Come back. That is your place. You enjoy. Krishna wants to educate, tell, so that everyone would make their best to go back to Godhead. But the people who don't understand this, they think that they are enjoying in this material world. So much of money, so much of strength, so much of power I have. I am so happy with my wife and children. So what is the necessity of going back to Godhead somewhere? I am enjoying here itself. Prabhupada explains in one of the purports in Srimad Bhagavatam, Indra was cursed by Brihaspati to take the form of a pig on the earth. So he becomes a pig. And he has got his own very nice wives in that dirty water where the pigs always live. And he got so many children also. He was enjoying so nicely. He was thinking, I have my own territory, my wives, my children, so nice, I am enjoying. And he was immersed so much in the worldly pleasures, in that. Brahma was not finding Indra. Where Indra has gone? So he comes in search of Indra. Where this Indra has gone? Oh, you are pig. Okay, come on, you are not pig, you are Indra. Come back. No, I am happy. I am happy with my wives and children. So many wives and so many children. Oh, such a nice life. You see, that is what actually. If we don't understand that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and He has come here, He is showing all His pastimes to convince, to tell us, to make us understand that we have to always remember Krishna and go back. Krishna is the reason for all reasons. The whole universe depends on Krishna. As we see in many verses in Srimad Bhagavatam and also in Bhagavad-gītā, Krishna explains in 7.7 of Bhagavad-gītā, Matta parataram nanyat kinchid asti dhanañ-jayaḥ mayi sarva midam protam sutre manigana iva. The whole world, the total universe is dependent on me. Just like the pearls, which are dependent on the thread on which they are formed as a necklace. So, Krishna is the source. Krishna is the source of everyone. And He is the base of all demigods as well. Yatha taronmula nishechanena tushyanti tatskanda bhujopashakha. As we water the roots of a tree, a big tree, but when we water the roots, then only each and every leaf will get the nutrition. It is not that because this leaf is so nice or I get lot of fruits from here, I put water to the fruits. Those who put water to the fruits, they are all, obviously they are fools. They don't even understand that water should be given at the root of the tree. Similarly, when body becomes weak without any food, so where the food has to be put? Food has to be put in the stomach. When we eat and when the stomach gets the food, all the senses, all the limbs automatically get the energy. Similarly, if somebody thinks a hand can eat, it is neither possible nor it is. So, simply understanding this logic, yatha taronmula nishechanena tushyanti tatskanda bhujopashakha pranopahara chaitendriyanam tadaiva harana tvayamachyuteja. Krishna is the one who is the base. All the demigods, all the devatas, they get the energy from Krishna and then they dissipate. So if Krishna is satisfied, all demigods are satisfied. So Krishna repeatedly tells that everything is dependent on me. I am the seed-giving Father. Understand this many times. In Srimad Bhagavad-gītā, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 times I could find that Krishna says, I am the seed-giving Father of the whole universe. Understanding this, listen to my words. I am the base. Like in 7:10, Krishna says, Bijam mam sarva bhutanam vidhi partha sanatanam buddhir buddhimatam asmi tejas tejasvinām aham. Bijam mam sarva bhutanam. I am the seed, original seed of all the living beings, irrespective of small, big, minute, very small. I am the one. Similarly, in 9:18, Krishna says, Gatir Bharta Prabhu Sakshi Nivasa Sharanam Sukhrut Prabhava Pralayasthanam Nidanam Bijam Avyayam. Bijam Avyayam, the eternal seed. It is me. Understand this. Krishna explains. And in 14:4, Sarva Yonisha Kaunteya Murteya Sambhavantiya Tasam Brahma Mahadyotir Aham Bija Pradapita. Again, so many instances Krishna is trying to emphasize that he is the seed-giving Father. And that is the greatness of Krishna. So, those who understand this, they will try to attain the perfection of the life, that is remembering Krishna at the time of death. That is what the whole purpose of the life. Etavan Sankhya Yoga Abhyam Swadharma Parinishtiya Janma Labha Param Pumsam Ante Narayana Smriti. So the whole aim for anybody is to remember Krishna at the time of death. In order to make the human being to remember at the time of death, Krishna is giving all these appearances. At least when you see water, you remember, it's me, the taste of water. If you see the beautiful slokas in Srimad Bhagavatam, you see this has been written by me. If you see Krishna and Arjuna fighting in the war, so remember, it is me. Arjuna also, it is me, the power. So Krishna is making us to understand that it is he who has to be remembered. If we remember Krishna, we go back to Krishna's place. If we don't remember, if we remember something else, then we become something else. That Krishna explains in chapter 8, Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajachyante kalevaram tam tame veti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara yudhyacha. Krishna explains that tasmat, therefore, sarveshu kaleshu, always, mamanusmara yudhyacha, always remember me and fight. You should fight and you always remember me also. It is not that you got the idea, now you got all the knowledge, so run away, go to the some forest and start meditating. Krishna never said that. Krishna said, get up, Arjuna, get up and fight. It is your duty. It is your duty. So you fight, and you fight in such a manner that you always remember me and you keep fighting. Ma manusmara yudhyacha. Always remembering me, you fight. This is what you are supposed to do. So anybody, whoever is doing any job, any work, always remember Krishna and carry out the activities. If a policeman is controlling the crowd, oh Krishna, give me the strength to control them. If a doctor is doing operation, oh Krishna, it is you who is giving the knowledge. Kindly give me the knowledge and the power in my hands to do the operation properly. So Krishna wants that we should remember. That's why all these appearances, so many appearances are told. But those who don't understand, they remain here only in the birth and death cycle. Here is one small story from Srimad Bhagavatam, King Raji, 9:17 of Srimad Bhagavatam. King Raji was a very strong personality, very strong king. Indra, always fighting with these demons, he was so much disturbed. He wanted somebody very strong personality who can throw away all the demons from the heaven, Swarga. So, after fighting so much and he was tired, he approaches King Raji. Indra pays obeisances and prays at the feet of Raji. Please come to Swarga. Please come to the heaven and fight and throw away all these demons. Please, I am fed up so much. I am unable to control. Please. Then Raji agrees. He goes to Swarga. He goes to Swarga and fights. He was a very strong, really very strong personality. So, being a very strong king, he just pushed away all the asuras from the heaven. He was very, very strong. Then he said, okay, my job is over. I want to go. I'm just going. Bye-bye, Indra. Indra says, oh, if you go, then again those demons will come back. And I will be disturbed so much. Kindly don't go. You kindly take the seat of the Swarga. You become the ruler for some time until the demons are totally removed. Kindly occupy the chair of Indra. Be seated as Indra. Then the demons will be afraid to come. They say, oh, this man is sitting. Oh my God. Then they won't come. Raji agreed. Okay, no problem. For me, no problem. So, he occupies the chair of Indra. And then he started ruling. He had 400 children. All of them also were staying in the heaven. And naturally, after some time, this body will have to get into some problem, and he died. When he left the body, now all the 400 children, they are discussing. You see, my father's regime, this is the whole region is ruled by my father. So, who should be the father? Yeah, you are the eldest. Yes, you should now occupy the chair. So, he says, yes, this is the chair of Indra. Father had given us. So they go and they occupy. Indra is looking at this. Hari, what is this going on? I am here and they don't even consult me. They think, yes, it is heredity. Father expired, so the son becomes the king. So that fellow is sitting comfortably. Indra comes and tells him, you see, my dear, I offered my chair to your father. Your father didn't actually he did not become the head of the heaven. This is the post which is created for me. I am the head. I am the king of the heaven. I asked him to sit for some time so that the demons are stopped from attacking. Then these fellows, they put up the logic. You see, any king, if he dies, who will become the king? The son, the eldest eligible son. So, this is the chair, this is the kingdom. Our father was ruling and our father expired. So, we have to become the king. What wrong we are doing? I don't know why you are disturbed, Indra. Indra was confused. Then he tried to argue, but they were not moving out of the chair. They occupied. Then he goes to Brihaspati, his guru, and he prays to him. Oh Gurudeva, this thing has happened. I offered my seat so that the heaven is protected from the demons. Now, these fellows, after the death of their father, they are occupying and it is continuing like this. They are taking it as a heredity. They are inheriting the heaven. Brihaspati looks at Indra and says, you see, what they are doing is really not totally wrong. So you wait. Wait for an opportunity. When these people, they go on doing adharma, they go against the laws, then you can very easily kill all of them. If you try to kill them, you will not be successful because they are on the right path. When they start doing something wrong and you attack them, then all will be killed by you and you can become again the king of the heaven. So he again prays and goes away. He actually requests Brihaspati to kindly do something so that these fellows get into improper ways of working. So Brihaspati, actually it is given in Srimad Bhagavatam, Brihaspati performs the sacrifice from which the things are generated which actually make them to do all wrong things. Then Indra, one by one, he kills all of them and gets the chair of the heaven. He again becomes the king of heaven. After saying this, oh my God, I got back. So he sits. Contrary to this is Khatvanga. The king Khatvanga was also requested by Indra to come to heaven and fight with the demons. Khatvanga Maharaj goes to the heaven and fights all the demons and he pushes them out. All the demigods, they feel so happy and they actually ask him, you see, whatever boon you want, we are here to give you. Oh Khatvanga, oh King Khatvanga, whatever you want, we are going to give you. You ask whatever benediction you want. You want to stay in Swarga for a long time? No problem, we can give you. Then Khatvanga Rishi asks, Khatvanga Maharaj asks, how much time is left for me on the earth? How much time is left for me on this earth to leave my body? Can you kindly tell me? That is enough. Then they say 2 muhurtas or around 48 minutes. So immediately he comes down. He comes down and tells, oh my son, take the kingdom and he sits down in total prayers onto Krishna. And he goes back. So, those who always remember, even at the time of death, they will be able to remember Krishna. Those who try to always remember Krishna, then only it is possible. Not that in the whole life we keep on doing something else and at the time of death I want to remember Krishna. No, it is not possible. Khatvanga Maharaj is the best example because he knows these opulences in the heaven, this material enjoyment will not last long. Again he has to come back to the earth to take the life, again and again in the life and death cycle. So, when Khatvanga was offered, one muhurta, which is 2 ghatika, about 48 minutes, he immediately came down to earth, performed the devotional service and gone back to Godhead. This is the whole thing. So, in spite of knowing that for remembering always the best process is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Not only it makes you to remember always Krishna, and also it purifies our heart. The more the one is purified, the more he is attached to Krishna. And the more he wants to become closer to Krishna. But in spite of that, why it becomes bitter? Hare Krishna Mahamantra, always chanting, okay, 16 rounds over, keep the mala there and start other activities. Why it doesn't actually give so much of happiness? If we try to analyze, it is like this. The sugarcane juice is always very sweet. Here is one person who is taking out the juice and giving. But one person comes, this sugarcane juice is bitter, not at all sweet. What is this? Bitter. If you closely look at his eyes, we can see that he is suffering from jaundice, pilia. And the person who is having jaundice, he feels that it is bitter. Sweet is bitter. But the Ayurveda says that the sugarcane juice, which a person who is affected by jaundice feels bitter in the beginning, if he keeps on drinking the same, he will start feeling sweet. He will start getting the taste. Then his whole disease is cured. Because we have this bhogaishwarya, prashaktanam, enjoying the material happiness. This is our disease. Those who have this disease, if you tell them, please chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, they say no. And if we take our case, after 16 rounds or 32 rounds somebody does, or 64 rounds, you chant some more, I have chanted. No, enough. Why we don't have attachment to have more and more chanting? Because we still have that, enjoying the material happiness. Nectar of Instruction, text number 7, gives this beautiful analogy. Syat Krishna nama charitadi sitapya vidya pitto pataptara sanasya narochikanu kintvadaradanu dinam kalu saiva justva Swadvikramat bhavati tad gadamulahantri. The holy name and activities of Krishna was really transcendentally very sweet, like sugar. When the tongue of a person who is affected by jaundice cannot taste, but by simply taking the same sugarcane juice, the disease is gone. In the same manner, when we take the name of the Supreme Lord, slowly, that disease will go and the real love for Krishna awakens and the disease of material enjoyment gradually destroyed from the root. So, whatever be the case, we should never stop chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and always try to remember Krishna by seeing all these appearances, wherever it is. Krishna at the end of this chapter says, the appearances are infinity. There is no count. So, with one small fragment of his energy, he can simply create the whole universe and maintain it. So, in this chapter, Krishna has explained so many things. If you take the tree, if you see any star in the night, if you see anything practically, we will be able to connect it to Krishna. So the whole exercise is to make ourselves very clear that it's all energy of Krishna. If we are taking the air, if we are breathing for living, all the living entities require the air. The air who has created? If we just remember this air which I am dependent is created by Krishna. So, I am dependent on Krishna every minute. Oh my mind, why don't you surrender to Krishna and take shelter? You are totally dependent on Krishna. We have to educate with our intelligence, convince our mind that it is Krishna who is the Supreme Lord on whom we are dependent, and so we have to take shelter, surrender unto Krishna, and always remember Krishna in our activities. Then only our life's aim will be achieved, that we go back to Godhead. Otherwise, we will be in this material life taking birth again and again. And this birth and death cycle will not break on its own. If we think the cycle is going on, okay, one day it will break. It will never break because it has been going on for millions and millions and millions of lifetimes. 84 lakh different species are there, and each time after leaving this body, we may get anything depending on our own bad deeds and good deeds. So, there is every possibility that this human life will be slipped away from our hands before it becomes late. Whatever time is left for us, we should totally surrender unto Krishna and take shelter at Him so that we will be able to remember Krishna at the time of death. Hare Krishna. I thought I should speak these things. So if you have any questions, comments, corrections, kindly. Yes, Prabhu.
Why does Lord Krishna say that of great thinkers are Uśanā Kavi,
Yeah.
Shukracharya?
Yes, yes, yes.
Because Shukracharya is the politician or guru for the demons.
Yes.
What is good about his?
In spite of all that, Prabhupada has very clearly given here. Among the Kavis, Uśanā, Shukracharya was the spiritual master of the demons. He was an extremely intelligent, foreseeing politician. Thus, Shukracharya is another representative of the opulence of Krishna. So, this is what? Wherever the extreme intelligence or extreme bright, anything, that is actually represented by Krishna. Otherwise, how he will get so much of intelligence? So, Prabhupada has given in very short why Shukracharya is representative of Krishna. Hare Krishna. Any other question, Prabhu? So, if you don't have any questions, I stop here. Yeah, please.
Like Vāsudeva is a incarnation of Krishna, empowered incarnation of Krishna. So, and other opulences Krishna is presenting that I am this. So, but what degree Krishna is manifesting is means some like in Vyāsa is empowered incarnation, but in others, how do we understand that what percentage or what degree Krishna is there?
Actually, if you see, Krishna explained in 15:15, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto matta smriti jnanam apohanancha. I am situated in every living entity's heart, and from me three things are coming. Matta, smriti, the memory, jnana, intelligence, and apoha, forgetfulness. All these things I am giving. So anything, everything, anywhere you see, we can correlate with Krishna. If a dog, which is sensing, say, bomb, they train the dog to sense if some bomb is present or explosive is present. So explosive, that particular smell, it can catch. So who had given that intelligence? When you see the dog, it is searching, then you can immediately identify, oh, Krishna had given so much of intelligence. An ant, it comes in search of the sweet which is kept here on the table and comes and reaches here. It cannot see. It is so small. Its eyes are so small. And the sweet is kept on a very, high level table comparing with the ant. And still it is able to reach. You see, Krishna gives the intelligence. So, in all aspects, wherever we see, if somebody is fighting, with great power and all that, oh, Krishna has given the power to him. So we should correlate. That's what Krishna gives all the examples. If you see tree, any tree, even in the banyan tree, when you see such a huge tree, how it had become so huge, and the seed is so small. It has got the capacity to become such a huge tree in that small seed. Who has made the seed? Krishna has made. So we should be able to correlate and remember Krishna. Krishna wants that we should always remember him so that we come out of this dukkhalayam, which is full of misery. So with that, actually, Krishna is explaining again and again. And at the end, Krishna says, please surrender unto me. This is the only way for you. I am giving you the most confidential thing. If you surrender unto me, then I will remove all your sins. Your sins are giving you all the miseries. The miseries are the result of your sins. I will remove all the miseries. I will remove all the sins. So automatically your miseries also will go. When your miseries are gone, and when you are totally surrendered unto me, you will be able to remember me and you will come back to your place. That is my place. So that's why Krishna emphasizes again and again to remember. That is the only way. Hare Krishna. Anybody else? Yeah. Okay, Prabhu. Please. Last.
I feel like this lecture has greatly stressed on the importance of surrendering unto Krishna, but less people know how to voluntarily surrender.
Yeah. That is what? When they are influenced by Maya, they think they are enjoying. Like the example which we discussed in the beginning, Indra became a pig and he was thinking, he was enjoying, I am enjoying. Why I want heaven? I am enjoying here. This is what actually the material happiness, that is Maya, makes us to forget Krishna. So once we start remembering Krishna, the Maya, the illusion will go away. And we slowly become always remembering Krishna. And that will take us to Krishna's abode. Hare Krishna. Yeah.